Okay, welcome. World Paranormal Research Society here, Timothy and Alexandria. What you're about to see is evidence from a location that we did. Very good, great evidence, as usual, from us, World Paranormal Research Society.
Very, very demonic location, a lot of activity. Folks, we barely survived this location. That's how evil it was, pure evil.
So take a look for yourself. Here it is.
Okay, folks, look very carefully at the television set. Look to the right of the television set. What you will see is a Class A apparition. If you look closely, you see the eyes, the nose, the mouth, a very distinct jawline, and you see the hair, the ear, you see the shoulder length hair. This is an apparition of what appears to be a young girl. The night before I actually shot this video, I woke up to the vision of a young girl being strangled to death in between these two beds here. Again, it is to the right on that television set. Look closely, you will see her spirit right there. Now, again, you can look to the bathroom mirror above the sink there, and you'll see two faces also in that mirror. One to the right, one to the left. One's a little higher up, the one on the right. The mirror was not dirty. In both of these cases, in the next frames, these things disappear. The camera doesn't move, but these things actually disappear, which indicates that these are actually spirits. In the mirror, that is believed to be two demons right there. Look closely at the faces right here. One to the right, one to the left. Very demonic looking faces. Look to the TV set, see the girl? Camera's actually going nuts right now. If this place is in fact haunted, and I think at this point in time that I definitely agree that it is haunted. We just would like to catch the spirits. So now we're about to run a. I'm gonna go dark here.
Okay, pay very close attention to the mirror there, and you'll see a shadowy figure right there in the mirror that's on the wall next to the television. We've shot this many times here, back and forth with the camera, and you'll see it moving, that shadow figure. I have the speed reduced here to half speed. This is the clip that was just shown before this, so you can actually see it right there in the mirror.
It's in the right side of the mirror, on the side of the microwave there, and you'll mention that Timothy had just made a comment that what happened in between the two beds, the mirror would have been able to capture all of that. So it's kind of impressive that you see in the mirror on the right side, the same side as the microwave, that image apparition appearing.
Yeah, and this is the replay. This is slowed down to a quarter speed. I wanted to make sure that you had time to actually take a look at it, focus on it. And this is a shadowy figure. Now, in this room, we've already caught two demonic faces in the mirror. We caught the apparition of a little girl. We have a lot of orbs. Of course, there's flies in the room as well. And you can distinguish between the flies and the orbs because the flies are solid. They're not transparent. But if you look here, we got a shadowy figure here right at that mirror. Is it actually in the mirror, or is it standing on the outside of the mirror? That we have not been able to determine. But this is one of the most haunted rooms in America. And this will definitely be proved to be one of the most evil locations in America. And so, small town America. So if you take a look, again, I'm going to replay it again, but I'm going to take it back to half speed. And I definitely want you to pay attention there. As you know, World Paranormal Research Society, we catch the best evidence of any paranormal team out there. We're undisputed in that. We have never sold out to any network. Now take a look.
So it's in the very right hand side of the mirror by the microwave, and you see that it's quite large. And again, we can't determine if it's coming from the mirror or it's standing in front of the mirror. So that's to be determined.
And actually, as Alexandria was saying, I was just talking about if a murder did occur there, which we later found out many people have died in this room. But if a murder did occur there, then the mirror would have caught that, right?
Absolutely.
So take a look, determine for yourself, is it in the mirror or is it standing on the outside of the mirror? I'm going to go back to full speed and continue on now.
If this place is in fact haunted, and I think at this point in time that I definitely agree that it is haunted. We just would like to catch the spirits. So now we're about to run the. I'm gonna go dark here. So we're gonna talk about the film that you just watched, Room 120. It's a very haunted fucking location. We caught the demons in the mirror. We caught the best fucking apparition that you've ever seen on any video. The girl on the television, and we caught an orb that looks like it has eyes. We caught many orbs, and it affected me in a very negative way. How'd you feel about Room 120?
Very negative. I mean, as soon as you walk through the threshold of the door, I mean, you could cut the negativity and the tension with a knife, literally. It just like it enveloped you. It just drew you right in. I mean, you became a person that you didn't even know anymore. It was that strong. And if you weren't a strong person, and if you weren't protected psychically, look out, you were in for, quite the field day of activity. I mean, we were there for a whole week. So it played mind games on us, and it really had us at each other's throats, and it was just, it wasn't really a good, happy place. And I mean, the negativity in there was just unbelievable. I could see any other people except for Timothy and I not even staying one full night in there. They wouldn't have been able to handle it because it was that bad. I've never been in a place where it's been that negative before, and seeing all these different things, it was incredible.
And we put our lives on the line for paranormal research. Alexandria likes to say she won't die for the research, but actually she will when you end up staying in a place like that.
Well, I there was a few nights that I didn't protect myself, and I really suffered. I couldn't sleep properly. But on the nights that I did protect myself, I slept like a baby. So if you don't go into a situation protected, Timothy doesn't protect himself, so that's why he felt the brunt of the negativity, and he sort of evolved into something more than meets the eye. And at times it was really, really scary, but like you said, it's for the research, and it's to help people, and it's to educate people that these things are real, and it's not a movie set, and it's not a book. That if people don't know what they're doing, you can get hurt, and it becomes a very dangerous place.
Yeah, I could see people not surviving staying at that location at all. We happened to survive a week there, and the lady that was 2 doors down from us actually committed suicide, and we were going to do a video on that, and for whatever reason, supernatural reasons, the video did not go through too good, I think. And
but I think I'm going to kind of step in here while Timothy zooms in and does these selfies on himself here there. You got to remember that if you're going into these locations, this is not a game. This isn't a campfire story. Please, for goodness sakes, know what you're doing. It's the same thing as meddling with a Ouija board. This isn't a kid's toy. You've got to protect yourself. You have to meditate. You have to ground yourself. You have to prepare yourself for a psychic, spiritual battle.
Exactly. And so if you like what we do, go to worldparanormalresearchsociety.org. Also on YouTube, World Paranormal Research Society. Google that. We got the channel. And we're going to leave you with some pictures from the scene. Again, this was a groundbreaking documentary because of the evidence that we caught. We caught really strong evidence. And that's a good thing about that right there. Isn't that a good thing?
Of course it is. Doing zoom up closey selfies.
couple of selfies.
Ah.